ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय 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 विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।
Dear devotees, you are about to embark on the greatest journey of your life, a journey to the core of your inner being. Please, all in a low voice, follow the Omkar and let your mind reach a quietude of silence. All together, let us repeat the pranava. Please sit up straight, and in the quietness of your mind, hear the sound of your breathing. Breathe in and out, in, out. Now, open your eyes and see the light in front of you. This is the light of a candle Gaze intently at the light. Now, feel the light shining in the center of your forehead. Now half close your eyes and feel the light in the center of your forehead. Now, let that light come down your neck to the center of your chest. Imagine a flower, a lotus, opening petal by petal to receive the light. Now the light is resting on the lotus. The lotus disappears, only the light remains. But it is no more the light of the candle. It is a round ball of formless light. It is a light of divinity within you. Feel this light now expand, and feel the light going down your body, into your legs, up to your feet. Feel warmth as the light surges through your limbs. And make this mental vow, O Lord, my legs, touched by the light of your divinity, will always take me only to places of goodness. Feel the light surging upwards, up into your chest, around your shoulders, and down into your arms and fingers. Feel the warmth as this light surges through you. Make this mental vow, O Lord, my arms, touched by the light of your divinity, will only yearn to do what is good. Now feel the light surging upwards into your neck and into your face, into your head, and the light now shines in your eyes. Make a vow. My eyes must yearn to see only what is good. Feel the light now shining in your ears. My ears must yearn to hear only what is good. Feel the light now shining on your lips. My lips must yearn to only speak what is good. Now, feel this light now shining into your whole body. The light illumines the body. In your mind, repeat the words, the light is in me. Now feel the light expand. Expand, and you are now sitting in a ball of light, in a cone of formless light. Let your mind say, the light is within me, I am in the light. Feel a thrill of this light, and now feel this light expanding and filling this entire room with a divine glow. And let this light now go beyond this room, beyond and beyond, spreading ever further to this whole country, and beyond this country, beyond oceans and beyond nations. Let this light flow ever outwards to encompass the whole world. Now, imagine yourself, not your physical body, but an inner being within you, like a gigantic divine form, sitting on the globe, and the light of your divinity, the light of your love, encompassing the whole world. Stay for a moment, thrilled in that thought. Now, bring into your mind's eye and send your light of love to all the creatures of the world, all the animals and insects, creatures that fly or crawl. All of them are God's creatures. Send your light of love now to those whom you dislike or whom you think dislike you. Send your love, send your light of love to them. The same Atma in you is also in them. Let them feel the radiance of your light. Let them feel the radiance of your love. Now, into your mind's eye, bring those you love, your spouse, children, relations, friends, whoever. Bathe them with the divine glow of your love. Feel oneness with the whole world. Feel at peace with yourself. And now, look inside you. Can you imagine? Do you see a ball of light within you? In this ball of light, bring in the form of the Ishtadeva, the divine being that you love and worship. See this form smiling within you. See this divine form raise his hands in blessing. You have shared your love with the world. Now, receive the blessing and darshan of the divine within. Stay for a moment, thrilled in this thought that you and he are one. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
Shut أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
या Sai Ram. I'm sure all of us have had experiences in life when we feel that people are being unfair to us. Worse is the case when they cheat us, and even worse is when they bring harm onto us. In many of those instances, these people are rich, powerful, influential, holding positions of authority, and we feel that there is nothing we can do to stop them. We feel so helpless and powerless, and fear fills our heart. Though we are right, we feel that we cannot speak out because after all, might is right. It is precisely in such instances that we experience the grandeur, the magnificence and the power of God's love. Swami says, why fear when I am here? My mind travels back to those days in 2003 and 2004 when Swami had called us in for a Trai session. A Trai session is when Swami calls all the students into his own residence at Trai Brindavan in Bangalore, and many things happen there. That day, Swami asked a senior teacher to address all who had gathered. This teacher picked a very reassuring theme. The Lord never sits silent when injustice is meted out to his devotee or any harm is done to the devotee. So he narrated the experience of a devotee. After narrating this experience, he concluded with a thumping statement. He said, if the Lord is criticized or even harmed in any way, he may forgive you. But if the devotee is even touched, you are finished. And we were also thrilled listening to that. There was an applause, a round of applause for that statement. And Swami was looking at this teacher. I remember he told him to repeat that statement once again. And once again the teacher said, if the Lord is criticized or harmed, he will forgive you. But if his devotee is touched, you are finished. The experience that I am going to narrate is that of Anantappa. It has been recorded by none other than the legendary Professor Narayan Kasturi. Now, Anantappa was a peon in the Davangere college which was being headed by Professor Kasturi. He was not so intelligent, not so smart. He was in fact a little dull and would find difficulty in doing even the simplest of tasks. But the only reason Professor Kasturi still retained him was because of his unbelievable love for Swami. Anantappa loved Swami and was devoted to him with all his heart. In fact, on many occasions at Prashanti Nilayam, Swami would give special gifts of grace to Kasturi to give it to Anantappa. Swami had once mentioned to him that Anantappa's house in his neighborhood was like Vibhishana's house in Lanka. You know, Lanka, the kingdom of demons, where Rama went and annihilated Ravana. Swami said that his house is a center of positivity, divinity and goodness and nobility, and it spreads it in the entire neighborhood. Now, such an Anantappa got his younger daughter married to a person who was working in the Southern Railways. Now, though this person was smart and talented and earning a lot of money, he did not believe God so much and he didn't seem to be a good person at heart. He constantly suspected the loyalty of his wife. Therefore, he would lock her up and even shut the windows of the house because he felt that she would look at men passing on the road. That was not all. He would also keep beating her on a regular basis. A point came where she broke down and told her father, I cannot live with this man any longer. I daily get beatings. I'm locked up like an animal in a cage in my own home. That is when Anantappa pleaded with his son-in-law, but it was to no avail. Finally, they told this son-in-law, let's go to Sathya Sai Baba and he will tell you the truth about my daughter. They placed complete faith in Swami to do the best, and surprisingly the son-in-law agreed, and that is how Anantappa with his entire family, his daughter and son-in-law landed up at Prashanti Nilayam. Swami called them for an interview, and in the interview room, even before anybody could speak anything, Swami looked at this son-in-law and said, your wife is as pure as Mother Sita. She is as noble as Mother Parvati. Take good care of her. Now, Swami's omniscience struck hard at the son-in-law's heart. He nodded in Swami's presence. But then, after a few minutes of the interview, the demon of doubt entered his head. Doubt is a demon that we must keep out at any cost because the damage it can cause is terrible. The son-in-law suddenly got up and said, you have fixed up all this thing. You have told Baba before that we are going to come here and that he should speak like this, and Baba has agreed and you are all carrying out a drama in my presence. I don't care about this. You are trying to trick me. He said that, and in a huff, he walked out of the interview room, slamming the door shut. A petrified Anantappa looked up to Swami. Swami simply smiled and said, no, he will take good care of your daughter. All of them took namaskar and the interview got over. Now, this son-in-law was plotting his revenge because he felt that he was being tricked. He decided that he would take the torture that he was doing to the next level. Now, since he was a railway official, he could get good seats free of cost. Still, he booked for himself in the first class compartment and put up his in-laws and his wife in the third class compartment in the train. The train started from Penukonda and began to move towards Bangalore. In the train, Anantappa knew that something was wrong, because of which his son-in-law was giving such bad treatment to them. But surprisingly, once they got down at Bangalore, just as Swami had promised, this son-in-law was an epitome of goodness. He began to treat his in-laws with lot of love and care. He began to take care of his wife. In fact, he would get home his monthly salary every month, hand it over completely to his wife and take a few rupees as his pocket allowance. This is what happened to the man. One day Professor Kasturi was waiting at a bus stop, and that is when he saw a horse cart pass by, and a person from the horse cart waved out to him, "Sir, please come and sit along with me." Kasturi recognized this boy as one of his students who was an atheist. But now, this student began to ask Professor Kasturi about Swami, how to go to Puttaparthi, his Leelas, his Mahimas, everything. And Kasturi was surprised at this transformation. He asked his student, how come you are wanting to know about God and Sathya Sai Baba in particular? The student revealed an amazing incident which is also connected to Anantappa. This student had been posted as the head of the railway station at Tonde Bhavi. Tonde Bhavi is a railway station that comes in between Penukonda and Bangalore. Every train had to pass by that station in those days. At Tonde Bhavi station, in the middle of the night, this boy sees the first class compartment door slam open and out jumps the senior officer, the husband of Anantappa's daughter. He jumps out, he's wriggling in pain and he's telling, please save me, please save me. Anantappa's son-in-law was seated in the compartment plotting his revenge. That was when suddenly, about 10 kilometers away from this Tonde Bhavi station, the train lights began to flicker and all of them turned red. This person got up, looked around, there was nobody in the compartment. Suddenly he saw Swami, and not one, not two, 4, 5 Swamis. Swami's eyes are redder than those bulbs that have become red. Swami comes to him and says, I told you about that little child, about that little girl, and you're not ready to believe me? You're plotting such things? And then Bhagawan began to rain blows on this man, punched him, hit him, and there was nothing he could do. He was reeling under the onslaught. His heart was trembling with fear. And then Swami said, you raise your finger also on that girl, see what I will do to you. And the next instant, the lights turned back to normalcy. There was no Swami in the compartment. The train came to a halt at Tonde Bhavi station, and this person ran for his life, threw open the door and jumped out and narrated his whole thing to his junior there. No wonder when they got down at Bangalore, he was a transformed person. In all our lives, situations will come like this, where some people seem to be getting an upper hand because they are rich, powerful and influential. Let us always remember that the supremest power in the universe is our Bhagawan. When we have God's love backing us, we have nothing to fear. We have nothing to fear. We just have to ensure that we are pure at heart and we are doing everything out of love for God. Once we do that, they are not taking conflict with us. They are taking conflict with the Lord. That was the discovery of Prahalada. That was the discovery of Mirabai. That was the discovery of Tukaram. That was the discovery of Tyagaraja. May that be the discovery of each and every one of us who enshrine God in the deepest recesses of our heart. May we love Him stronger and more intensely every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
My humble salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved Lord Bhagawan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Jai Sai Ram to you all. It is said in the Vedas that Kali Yuga is the worst age of all, but for achieving the Lord and His lotus feet, it is actually the best stage, because the Lord and His presence can be achieved just by chanting His name. It is also said, Harer Namam, Harer Namam, Harer Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva Nasteva Nastyeva Gatiranyatha, that there is no solutions to the problems of humanity apart from chanting of the Lord's name and having faith at His lotus feet. There is none, there is none, there is none. So following this, like every year, we are holding a regional Laksharchan, which will be held on Saturday, the 5th of June at 2 p.m. The Laksharchan will consist of Bhagawan's darshan, some bhajans, some experiences, and obviously the 9 malas of the mantra Om Shri Satya Sai Krishnaya Namah. So please be ready with your trays and rice grains, a picture of Swami and a packet of Vibhuti, and we will all conduct Laksharchan and chant the name of the Lord so that He should save this world from this pandemic, as well as just for the well-being of one and all, and for world peace. Jai Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. Today's announcements. Our next study circle is on Sunday, 6 June from 4 p.m. The theme for the study circle is Signs of Happiness. Everyone is welcome to join. Please contact Vijay Bhai or Vijayan Bhai if you want more details. The reading material is available on our website. Father's Day program will be on Sunday 20th June. We have arranged a special interactive program for all fathers and grandfathers to join in. More details will be provided next week. Our next centre meeting is on Tuesday 1st June at 7:30 via Zoom conference call. Everyone is welcome to join the meeting and have a say on how the centre is run and to help us to plan our centre events and activities. Login details will be shared via your WhatsApp groups. And finally, the virtual Ladies Retreat will be held on Saturday 19th June at 2 p.m. The theme is Empowering the Divinity Within. Activities will include listening to Swami's discourse and hearing the eminent guest speaker, Dr. Suma Rao. You'll be able to join in with workshops on the theme Living with Dementia and participate in Bhajans and an interactive quiz. We have now a short video about the Ladies Retreat, followed by Thought for the Day by SSC. Sai Ram.
A loving Sai Ram to you all. It gives me immense pleasure in inviting you, your sisters and friends to the virtual Ladies Retreat. Following the success of the previous virtual Ladies Retreat, where we had activities such as panel discussion and interactive session of quiz, presentation, Swami's discourse, we would like to share this wonderful opportunity with you once again over online platform. Our virtual Ladies Retreat is on Saturday 19th June at 2 p.m. UK time. The theme for the retreat is Empowering the Divinity Within. Listen to Swami's discourse, hear eminent guest speaker Dr. Suma Rao, join an inspirational workshop on our retreat theme, learn living with a dementia, and participate in Bhajans and interactive quiz. You will see the registration and joining link in the next slide with the poster. I would also like to emphasize that you do not have to register to join the event, but it will help us to allocate you for the breakout rooms. So please join the company of like-minded ladies with your preferred drink and snacks in your comfort of your home. We Ladies Retreat Planning Team of Region 4 look forward in welcoming you all on the day. Jai Sai Ram.
I offer my most humble and loving pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagawan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, Jai Sai Ram. Nobody can understand or explain divine plans. God alone knows his plans, and he only can reveal them. No one can predict when God will shower his grace on an individual. Only God knows the answers to the questions like who, when, where, why, and how. If one forgets God and gets carried away by ego and a sense of doership, one will not meet with success in one's endeavours. Anything can be achieved through prayer. There is nothing greater than prayer, hence everyone must necessarily offer their prayers to God. However, one should not pray for worldly gains. "Oh God, I want your love and nothing else." This should be your constant prayer. Once you become the recipient of God's love, you can conquer the entire world. Jai Sai Ram.
Amrita
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई